Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about the topic a simple demo using the LangChain with the dolly model. So in the last week, we have seen a demo using dolly model. So today we will be seeing another demo with the dolly model with the LangChain. If you remember in the LangChain videos, I have shown you a simple example of providing some additional context along with the prompt for the LLM and see how it is responding. So if you provide additional context along with the prompt, then the LLM can give you a better response. So this is what we have seen in the last LangChain series videos, right? So today we will be seeing a simple example but with a dolly model. Okay, so let us dive deep into the video. Before that, I would like to thank all my subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and also requesting to the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. And also please tap the bell icon for the latest notifications. And thank you so much for the people who have been commenting, and I'm getting better responses as well as some of the questions which helps them like to create some projects using Gen AI. So definitely I will be making the videos on that. So the best thing that I could say is please follow the videos in our playlist, which helps you to get some knowledge equipped with that, so that whenever you keep some things into practice, that will definitely make you to stand different. Okay, so now let us see our topic. So first of all, as we all know, LangChain is a framework. So it helps us to do the summarization things, question and answering over the documents. We can extract the data, we can evaluate the output of the data, we can query the tabular data, we can understand the code, and we can interact with APIs, we can build chatbots and agents. Okay, so first of all, as usual, for every project you need to have some libraries installed. So to install that, you have to use this particular commands, and these are the packages that you should do. Okay, so if you're installing the libraries inside the Jupyter Lab, then you can use this command pip install or any Python related environment. But if you're doing inside the conda prompt, then you have to use conda install -c conda --forge the package name. So this will help you to install all the required libraries. Okay, once you're done with that, you have to import your libraries. For that, you have to use import as well as your library name. So the required libraries that we need in this project are Torch, pipeline from transformers, the prompt template, as well as the LLM chain from the LangChain, as well as LLMs or using Hugging Face pipeline. And you have to use the partition framework as well as the unstructured PDF loader. Okay, so this is for loading the documents. Okay, so all these things are the required libraries. Okay, and once you're done with that, as I told in the last week, so I have the Hugging Face token in my lab. So I just retrieved that. If you are having directly in that, you can directly initialize that. Okay, so once you're done with that, you have to use this the function. So for that, you have to call this pipeline as usual. So the model is Databricks Jolly V23B, and the torch D type is torch.vfloat16, which is the data type. And then as I mentioned, this is the trust remote code parameter, which will help us to retrieve the content from the multiple site. That means you're saying that this is the trustworthy site, you can extract the information. So this will help you to view the content, to view the response from the different sites. Okay, and the device map, which is the default parameter, and that is set to auto, and then return full text equal to true. So this is your pipeline function, which is stored in the generated text variable. And once you're build the pipeline, then you have to call your prompt. So for that, you're using this particular code. So that means prompt template of input variable is instructions and template equal to instructions, and prompt with context. So additional context you're providing. So that's why you're passing the context, additional context in the input variable as well as your template. And then you're calling the pipeline. For that, you need to use a Hugging Face pipeline method, in which you need to call your pipeline definition, like pipeline variable which you have initialized. So pipeline equal to generated text, because generate underscore text is your pipeline which you defined. So you have to pass that. Okay, and then the prompt is the normal prompt. Okay, because this prompt is a variable which is not having additional context. So here you are having two things. One is normal prompt, the other one is a prompt with additional context. Now you are viewing how the response is occurring. That is, only with the prompt how it is responding, and along with the additional context how it is responding. So these are the two different things that you are testing using the dolly model with the LangChian. Previously you have viewed that with the help of GPT model. So now we are using with a dolly model. Okay, so for that you have to initialize that, like you have to initialize your pipeline, call using Hugging Face pipeline, and then with the help of LangChain method you have to call your pipeline with the prompt. And the other one is along with the context. So that's why LLM context chain equal to LLM chain of LLM equal to HF pipeline, and the prompt is equal to prompt with the context. So this is how you can call your pipeline with the LangChain. Okay, and then now we have to see the response. So how you can do that? So but without that, like along with that, what I'm doing is I'm downloading one data set which is a secondary data set. So for that I'm using this, like I'm directly downloading with the help of the link which I've stored in my S3 in Amazon account. So that's why I was unzipping that, and then I was downloading. And then for additional context passing, I'm using this data set. Okay, so def is your function, def is a function keyword, and pdf underscore to underscore text is your function, and then you are passing a PDF. So why we are using this function is, as I told, we are passing the additional context. So for passing that additional context, I am downloading the data set. So in our data set, we have, like, it's a zip folder. I was extracting that, which I did in my previous step, and now I am just using the PDF to pass. Okay, so that's why I use PDF document loader. Okay, so I use the loader, and unstructured PDF loader is your function or method. So you're just passing your elements and your data, and then you're joining that, and then you're returning the text data, and then you're passing the private data cv1.pdf, which is my data set, and then this is my data. Okay, now we have to pass that into your context, right? So this is a context, right? So we need to pass that as a context. So that's why I was taking a variable, and then I'm converting to text, and then I'm predicting. So see, print of llm.chain.predict, so which is a method, and the instruction is given the career summary of Christopher Morgan, who is the senior web developer. .lstrip. Lstrip is used for left space. Like strip is a method which helps you to divide as per space. So L means left side. Okay, arch, we have L strip, R strip, etc. Okay, so a senior web developer develops and maintains web application and websites, and they collaborate with other team members to understand the business need and create the technical architecture and create the code for web application. So this is your response. Okay, and now the second one is we are passing with context along with the prompt. So now see how it is responding. So print of llm.context.chain.predict. So instructions is equal to the same instruction which we passed with the context. Context is nothing but the context which we passed it here. That is the secondary data set. And now see how it is responding. Christopher Morgan is a senior web developer. His main roles are service focused front-end and complex problem solver. And we'll pass one more question with the context. Print of llm context.chain.predict. Instruction is where did Christopher Morgan last work, and the context is equal to the context which I provided, that is the secondary data set. So Christopher Morgan worked as a senior web developer for Luna Web Design in the New York. So this is your response. If you observe the response, so if we have the additional context along with the prompt, it is responding very good. So this is how we can test, okay, the models and how their responses. So basically, if we observe, LangChain is a very good framework. With the help of LangChain and with the proper prompt and with the good context, it will give very good responses. So as continuation for this, I just want to have a clear answer for the question which I've received from one of my comments. One guy commented that he needs help in building the organic chemistry related chatbot or something like assistant for answering the questions which was related to organic chemistry. So the first thing is, take everything your context and take your API for the model, and then as I am showing, just build your own nodes of answering your questions and also the resources that were available, what all you want to give, and then you can use your API, create the client, call that API, and then use the response. And with the help of LangChain, and also you have the prompt template written, so that the prompt template should take the question, should understand the question, and if it have the answer provided in the input or the knowledge base which you provided, give that answer, or else try to find in the sources you have and then give the answer. Always give the correct answer if you are sure. Otherwise, please provide that. Don't give or make up answers like that in the prompt. And then you can use some additional context as a secondary source, and then you can provide that, and then you can simply call it. So this is how you can build the application. Okay. So as I mentioned, whatever the things that we discussed in our videos, if you use that code and if you use your input and try to come up with a similar code of your own particular website or assistant or application, that will help you to create a very good project. Okay, so I hope I clarifies your question, but feel free to reach out to me if you have any doubts. You can comment me in the comment section, and also you can contact me via LinkedIn. Okay, so I hope you understand this video. So we will be seeing a very good interesting topics, as well as some of the questions that I received from the people. So I also want to make some videos on that. I will definitely do that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.